Oh my god, everything is collapsing. Here we go. I'm telling you, these little things, they're amazing. Anyway, welcome back to Pokemon Legends ZA. So we got the extra missions to do. I still don't have the DLC. I'm going to be downloading that pretty soon. But, until I get that, right, we have the extra missions to do. And I'm not seeing the one for Mewtwo, so I'm guessing we have to beat this one, and then we can end up getting the Mewtwo one. But that's okay, because personally, I like Diancie more than Mewtwo. I'm not the big Mewtwo stan that everyone else is. Mewtwo's alright for Legendary, right? I think there's much better Legendaries. Okay then, rude. I think there's much better Legendaries than Mewtwo. And, add something else to go along with that besides just bashing on Mewtwo. Like, Mewtwo's cool and all. I just think there's better Legendaries than him. Because Mewtwo definitely has a cool story behind him and everything. I think Mimi's picking up on something. Oh, by the way, I did start this just a little bit, right? We're not going to the Baru, right? Because I legit didn't know how to start this mission. I legit just ended up going into Emma's Baru agency, and then it just started. And I'm like, oh no. And so right after the cutscene of Mimi freaking out and being like, I need to go somewhere, or like, let's follow Mimi, I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna stop this right now, and then I'll record it later on. And so now I'm recording it. So that's all you missed out. We walked into Emma's Baru. I'm sure everyone basically knows what happens, but yeah, you walk into Emma's Baru, Mimi's like, ah, you got Diancie! And Emma's like, let's follow Mimi, freaking out about the Diancie. Hi, Sedna. Mimi and I are on a case right now, and we might need your help. Yeah, if you could let Eris and Nyx know too, that would be great. Who are these three? Sedna, Eris, and Nyx? Sorry about that, I was just checking in with some friends from back in the day. Yeah, you see, I run the brew now, but it was started by a detective named Looker. Is Looker gonna appear? It's been a while since we've seen Looker. Last time we saw Looker was back in Alola. So it would be cool if we saw Looker again. Exactly. He was such a kind person and helped teach me so much. But it turned out he wasn't any ordinary private detective. He was an international police officer. So eventually he had to go off and solve more cases somewhere else. Far away, probably. I took over for him as head of the Baru, and I'm doing my best to run things with the help of Mimi and those friends I just spoke to. Mimi has been particularly helpful. Its telepathy has solved so many cases. But like I said, it gets worn out if it uses those powers too much. Murmurar! Murmurar! Oh dang! Mimi's booking it! Come on, let's follow Mimi. But first, let me, let me get my gems here, you know? Let me get the good stuff. Hold on, how many do I have, actually? Only 405. That's fine. I also did look up how to get Mega Floette. Because that I had no idea what to do about. Because we got the other legendaries, and I'm like, okay, I feel like there's no way you don't get Mega Floette, right? I feel like they gotta give you Mega Floette. Or, I'm sorry, Eternal Flower Floette. I feel like they gotta give you Eternal Flower Floette, right? I feel like there's no reason why they wouldn't. Unless they really just want it to be, you know, your rivals. Or... oh no. Team MZ's leader, you know? Yeah. Oh boy, I forget her name. Oh no. Tawny. There we go. Unless they wanted to be Tawny's Mon. But I'm like, I don't think they would do that, especially with it having like a Mega Stone. I feel like they would want to give that to the player. So I did look it up. Turns out you do get Floette. And you gotta beat 15 battles. And the other main mission of this, the Infinite ZA Royale, like you gotta do that 15 times, so it's like, okay. What is it, Mimi? Wait, were you picking up on my own feelings? It is Mimi's mystical power. Somehow you can hear Emma's thoughts in your head. Huh? What's going on with Mimi? Is it hungry? I'm getting pretty hungry myself. Oh yes, I was just thinking I could go for a little bite to eat. Mrar. Mrar. I'm sorry. Thanks for looking out for me, Mimi. What do you say we make a little pit stop to refuel? Cool, we get some bread. Look, I'm always down for some bread. Bread is like a top 3 food for me. Like, I love carbs, and bread is just the ultimate way to consume carbs. Bread is so delicious. Doesn't matter what kind it is. Bread is just absolutely elite. You cannot go wrong with bread. That was delicious, wasn't it? Now then, Mimi, how about you show us where you wanted to go? Mrar! That's my headcanon of how Mimi sounds, just absolutely aggressive with the noises for no reason. And the Naruto run. The Naruto run gets me every single time. Why did we go that way? We could just go this way. Could we not? That seemed like an unnecessary path to travel, I'm just saying. We gotta go up. Okay. Okay. Bye. What's up, Mimi? What are you doing in front of that elevator? Mrar. Mrar! You want to go up, don't you? I'll stop. Mrar! It's not funny, but it's the voice I give Mimi in my head when that happens that I find amusing. I'm sorry. I think we're close to finally unraveling the truth. We'll go first, see you up there. We just go up there, they're dead. They just hit the top. Something just absolutely decimated them the second they appeared. How'd you get up so fast? Excuse me? Excuse me? Nah, that's some witchcraft right there. Like, disappearing around the corner to where that was, that's fine. But getting up there so fast? Nah, that's black magic. That's some black magic right there. That was an excellent use of the move, might I just say. I mean, I gotta. I see it, I gotta, I'm sorry. I will gladly climb all the way up again. I'm fine with that. But how are you gonna put a Pokeball there and expect me to not go for it, you know? Alright. Here we go. Actual proper way about it. I had to take a screenshot of that. That is just legendary. No! Why'd you move? I'm sorry that you moved half a square inch. The amount of stones. Please. No! I didn't want to trigger that! I was trying specifically to not trigger. Rawr. Too many. It's not normal. Rawr, rawr. Oh, they angry. Oh, they're angry. And what's that other Pokemon? Maybe it's related to your Mega Stone somehow? Rawr. The only way to find out whether it's connected to your Mega Stone is to catch it. Rawr. So what we're going to do right now, real quick, thank you for allowing me to collect these Mega Shards. Because there's just so many. There's so many. You expected me to not collect these? Oh yeah. We maxing out. Oh, this is great. This is great actually. Loving it. Loving it. I mean, expertly done. How many we give him now? Because we got... Oh! Oh, that. Lovely. That was amazing. 10 out of 10. Now, if it wants me to catch it... Wait, Diancie's that small? Diancie's that small? I thought Diancie was bigger. I didn't know it was the size of a pebble. I should have saved. I was legit trying to use Leech Seed over and over. I'm like, why am I not using Leech Seed? And I realized, I'm like, I keep missing the move for Leech Seed. I just quickly realized that that is just not an option. That's it? That's all there was to Diancie's story? There's no way. Good job, I knew you could handle it. Hey, can I see that Pokemon you just caught? It's so pretty. Its glimmer reminds me of the Anastar sundial. Yeah, there's a strange sundial in Anstar City said to have something to do with Megastones. It brings so many things to mind. In particular, I'm thinking about two people I've met since I parted ways with Looker. Namely, AZ and Professor Sycamore. The professor spoke with AZ as part of his research into Mega Evolution. Professor Sycamore's theory was that Megastones formed 3,000 years ago. I'm glad Professor Sycamore's mentioned. Dope Professor. When certain stones were irradiated. Oh no! Oh no! My language is failing me. Wait. Irradiated. There we go! My brain was working so hard to figure that out. Irradiated. There we go. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Oh no! It's a word. It's such a simple word. When certain stones were irradiated by the light, the energy of the legendary Pokemon that was fired from the ultimate weapon. AZ nodded when he heard that. According to him, that's why we've been finding new types of Megastones recently. After all, the ultimate weapon was fired again 5 years ago. Mrar. It's okay, Mimi. I'm here to keep Lumio safe, and Macho Nachos is here to help too. Make sure you take good care of this Pokemon, okay? Lumios needs people like you, people who can really bond with all sorts of Pokemon. I feel like the Premier Ball fits it pretty nicely. I guess we'll head back to the Locabaroo. Take care. I just remembered that AC mentioned something else. He said during his long journey searching for Floette, he saw a phenomenon in Hoenn that may have been the beginning of all Mega Evolution. That's what got him always thinking about the bonds between people and Pokemon. Anyway, thanks for helping us out. So I'll see you around. I mean, we just name dropping AZ as if he didn't just tragically die, but you know. Hello? Hi. This is something. You know, this... Huh! Okay. Okay. You know what? We'll just accept that. Cool. Chill. I'm fine. That's fine. There's Ernie Yeah, there's that little bugger. Okay. Okay. So I was legit. I recorded that because I'm like, okay, obviously it's gonna be like a little post game story, and no, it was literally just follow until we find Diancie. I thought there was gonna be so much more to that. So that sucks. And now we need to find Mewtwo. I okay. So we all watched the trailer, right? I'm pretty sure we all watched the trailer. And I think where we find Mewtwo is at Lysander Cafe. I think we have to go to Lysander Cafe for it to happen. I don't know. I find it really weird how it just kind of doesn't happen. And you kind of gotta go find it. That's a shame. Oh wait, no, never mind, it's fine. Everything about it's actually fine. Oh, they got cooked! I actually feel bad for the Weedles. That wasn't my plan. But that is indeed what happened, and rest in peace, you know? I love it. I love it. It's great. Oh, we're almost there. I don't know how to get up there. You know what? It's okay. Honestly, didn't know we were right here either. Didn't know we were right here on the ledge. So you know what? Chill stuff. We're actually gonna head inside. We're gonna do ourselves some stuff, you know. Okay. Chill. Let's do it. No, I'm not here for a match. Yeah, see, I'm wanting to buy. I'm trying to get multiple of these so I can just mass EV train. Cause like, you know, I've said it before. I discovered what IV and EV training actually was in Scarlet and Violet. Even though I've been playing Pokemon for so long, it's the first game where I understood what IVs and EVs were, and it has been absolutely game changing for me. And so now, whenever I have the opportunity to, now that also they took away my tower, right? Because, man, I loved farming the tower and going around the tower to just, collect the shards off of that. So now I gotta find like a few new spots to really farm. This alleyway, I remember this alleyway well. It gives you quite a few good ones. Now I think we have to go to Lysander Labs or Lysander Cafe. I think that's where we find Mewtwo. And if it is, hold on. Pin missile lunge, change moves. I know you get, yeah, there we go. Right? Like, I feel like this is where it happens. I could be absolutely sorely mistaken. There was nothing on the second floor before, right? So is there now? Right? Because I feel like we come upon Mewtwo. Like, what it showed, like, he was in a lab. So this is my only guess. I think so. Mega Stones detected, restoring power to critical systems. Yeah, this is where we find them. Activating Project M. Okay, I was right. This project is highly dangerous. Would you still like to release the locks? Yeah, let's do it. I got what it takes. Hopefully. I didn't equip. Oh my god, I didn't equip Leech Seed again. Where did he even come from? Now, what do you think you're doing? Mewtwo is an extremely dangerous Pokemon. You're thinking of facing off against that thing? Then you better not fail to catch it. You better not fail to catch it. Shut up, Mabel. Shut up! Okay. So now, Reflect ain't gonna help us. I know it's gonna be using nothing but, like, special moves, right? Because, like, who would run a physical Mewtwo? I'm sorry, but, like, Mega Mewtwo X is the stupidest thing. Nobody's gonna run a physical Mewtwo. That's just not a thing. I mean, maybe because it's so easy now to just switch between the two, maybe people would, but I still feel like that's a far stretch and it's very weird. Okay. Catch the Mewtwo, you can't fail me here, kid. The music's interesting. Hold up. It used Psycho Cut, which is a physical move. So that threw me off. Okay, okay. Well, now that's a bit rude. I find that to just be the most least bit rude. I mean, here, I'll be nice. I'll put the dude in a luxury ball. Oh. Oh. It's actually gonna be... Oh. Oh. Okay, well... At least it makes sure that you catch it. I didn't know that the catch odds were actually going to be... Okay. So it's not going to be like Diancie where I was able to catch it to Premier Ball. Nah, I actually got to use... Ah, okay. Some good old leech seed action. Okay. You get some burn action going. Yeah, see, we're doing the wombo combo here. We got the burn, we got the seeds. Oh, this thing ain't surviving. This thing's getting absolutely nuked. Okay. Cool. Glad that caught it. Oh, you caught it? Good. One sec. Oof, seeing this place in ruins like this. I gotta tell you, it's a complicated feeling, no matter how long it's been. I figured holotech was called for in this situation. Voice calls are just so impersonal. Now then, let Auntie Mabel explain to you why you end up. Why do you call yourself Auntie Mabel? Just say Mabel. Just no. I take it you've got nothing better to do. Not the reply I was expecting, but whatever. I'm telling you the story anyway. I wasn't gonna call her Auntie Mabel. I saw that option. I wasn't gonna call her Auntie Mabel. Not happening. See, Mewtwo is a Pokemon created by a scientist who is conducting research on Pokemon DNA. It has formidable power which piqued Team Flair's interest. We wondered if we might be able to use Mewtwo in the ultimate weapon. When we heard it had been spotted in Kalos's unknown dungeon, we went and caught it. Honestly, we still don't know why Mewtwo had even shown up in the Kalos region. One theory was that Mewtwo came seeking the power of Mega Evolution. But even with all 5 of us looking into it, we couldn't arrive at an answer. See, we had pieces of both Mewtwo Knight X and Mewtwo Y, but even when we tried using them, Mewtwo never Mega Evolved. Since Mewtwo tends to mostly just hang about, saving up its energy for when it needs to battle, we put Project M on the back burner and forgot about it. So this thing's just been just in a cell in an abandoned lab for like 5+ years now? That's crazy. But Mewtwo sure does like leaving me with questions, doesn't it? Like, why awaken now? Was it just reacting to the Mewtwo Knight X and the Mewtwo Knight Y you have? Which leads to the question of why you even have those 2 Megastones in the first place. But what do I know? Absolutely nothing. Hush up. Maybe Mewtwo will be a good little Pokemon and listen obediently to a trainer with your skills. Anyway, this acting director still has a pile of work awaiting her. So I'm hanging up now. Bye! That's a psychotic look in her eyes. Man, I was expecting so much more from these side missions. Like, I get the side missions usually don't take long, but there were even side missions that took longer than those 2. And I get it, they probably just wanted people to be able to get the legendaries and the mythicals. And be like, yeah, you don't have to work tooth and nail for it. But like, that's it? That's all? You telling me I get no like little extra cool post game or anything? It's just like quick battle, some dialogue. That's probably the most disappointed I've been with those, because I was really expecting some cool story or something. Up in speed nature, that's wild. But you know what? Nonetheless, still cool. Still don't know why you would ever run Mewtwo X, but you know, I guess it's an option. Hold on, let's actually look at Mewtwo's moves. I'm curious. Missed? Yeah, see, even by level up, the only physical move it knows is Psycho Cut. Everything else you gotta teach it. This thing doesn't want to be physical. This thing doesn't want to use its fist. It wants to use its mind. But now we're leaving. So they weren't working because of Mewtwo? Question mark? Because when we first came down, those pads weren't working. Okay, well that's that. Man, that's all. Okay. Well, once we get to the DLC, I'll probably start recording that a little bit. But we don't really have much to do with the DLC, which is fine. I'll probably begin here in a little bit. So that's probably going to do it for everything to do in ZA for now. Unless I were to do like a video on grinding the Infinite ZA Royale so we can get Floette. But I'm just going to do that in my own time. I don't feel like that would be too interesting to record, so I'm gonna just do that in the background and be like, hey, I got Mega Floette now. I feel like it's such a grind to get to that point. Like, you basically gotta get into 15 battles for it. It said like 15 battles. You know how many Challenger tickets that is? Like, that is so many. I gotta get 50,000. And the fact that it's so many tickets to be able to do the battles, it's like 50,000 tickets times what, 14 more battles? And it takes, like, you can easily do that in one night of the Battle Royale, right? Easily. But I mean, I just still feel like it's a bit excessive, you know? And I don't know if that's just going to be there forever, or if once we beat right, is it going to get to a point where after we get Floette that goes away, or is it just going to be there? I don't know. I'll find out. I'll answer my own questions later on. But for now, that's just going to do it for ZA. I'm sorry. I thought those missions would be longer. I thought they would be more interesting. We kind of just got the legendaries, and that was it. So that's gonna do it for me. That's gonna do it for Legend ZA. Man, really? It's okay. I'll get over it. It's fine. I got Diancie and I got Mewtwo. Haven't missed out on any events yet. I've been enjoying it. Everything's been fun with this game. Still sucks that, you know, AZ's dead now. So that sucks. Did find it interesting how now Lysander's cursed with living the 3,000 years. I don't know if in future Pokemon games that's going to be brought up, or if he's going to be, like, found in later games, because he just plans on traveling, I think it was. So it's going to be interesting to see if we see Lysander pop up in future games. They mentioned Looker. I miss Looker. We haven't had a Looker since Gen 7, which was so long ago at this point. Gen 7 was almost 10 years ago. Right? Hold on. It actually might be 10 years ago. Wait. Hold on. Oh no, I think Sun and Moon came out in 2017, right? I'm saying 2017 for my own sanity. But I know it's been a long time since Gen 7. 2016. Oh my god, they're gonna be 10 years old next year. Oh! Huh. Interesting. So, those games are about to be 10 years old. So it's been 9 years since we've seen Looker, which is wild. Which is wild. So that's fun. I hope they bring Looker back and they do something with him now that they've hinted towards him a little bit. But we'll see what happens with that. I ain't got much else. So that's gonna go ahead do it for me for today. I'm awful with my words right now. By the way, they are all just slipping. So thank you to all who joined me during the stream. Thank you to those of you who watch after. Whenever you see this, I hope you have a great day, great night. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and take it easy.